chaos that surrounds you.
Well, what would you know?
Oh, just look around you. It's mad about Alice.
Please don't remind me.
Mad about Alice.
All right, don't go on about it.
But we know despite the things we say, we wouldn't have it any other way.
Except maybe today.
Yeah, whatever.
Please, 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 please!
Joe, that is so many pleases. I've completely forgotten what the question was.
Please.
And one long one won't work either.
Why can't I get Raging Robots on DVD?
Because you are not old enough.
Why aren't I old enough?
You're 10, the DVD is 15. Do the maths.
But women lie about their age all the time.
Yeah. Down, not up, and never to their mothers. Now, bed.
But Sancha's not in bed yet.
Yes, that's because her mother's not back from work yet. The minute she is, I will take her straight back next door.
Besides, I don't need much sleep as other people. Sleep is a human weakness.
And anyway, I'll never go to bed until Scott goes home.
Bed!
Well, I better take off home then.
Really?
You're not winking at each other again, are you?
No. Got that funny twitch in my eye again.
I'll see myself out then, shall I?
Night, Scott.
Night. Night, Joe.
Night, Scott.
You see? Kiss. Very lovely doll, Sancha. What are you playing?
Hostage situation.
Oh, look, you've made a ransom note. Chainsaws, one word.
Do you think I look scary?
In what way?
Well, the other night I was on a date with this guy, Kelvin, who I really fancy. And I looked across the table at him like this. And he looked scared.
It's probably your imagination.
I can't work it out. I laughed at everything he said, and a few times when he didn't say anything.
What kind of laugh did you do?
My special laugh.
Maybe you should try and refine that.
In what way?
Well, more like... Yeah, close.
Well, it's easy for you. Everything always came easy to you.
OK, let's stick to a girly upward look through the eyelashes. Oh, no, you're scaring me now.
So this stuff actually works, does it?
Always.
Even on Doug?
Well, actually, I wasn't sure on our first date, but then a few days later, he turned up on my doorstep out of the blue and asked if I was free on Saturday night. The rest, as they say, is history.
Well, it ain't happening with this guy. He's not like the guys I usually date. He's shy and very well educated.
So what's your next move?
Well, I'm sending him an email suggesting a second date, and as a little tease, I'm going to attach that picture of me sunbathing nude in Greece.
Yeah, that's just the kind of subtle gesture you need at this point.
Damn.
What?
I've just emailed my nude picture to everyone in your address book.
Hey, Scott. Are you ready for me?
Are you sure you're going to be warm enough in that?
Doug! What are you doing? You don't live here anymore.
Well, I was just passing by and I saw the light on in the kitchen. I thought I'd...
Any excuse to pop in?
I don't need some pathetic excuse to come round here. Joe left his felt tip pens at my house and I thought they might be important.
Oh, yes. Green and mauve. He's been having sleepless nights about those. Anything else? Any nuts and bolts you'd like to tighten? Oh, maybe you'd like to check behind the sofa for some small change.
No. Good. Actually, there is something I wanted to ask you. Are you free on Saturday night?
Free?
Yeah, I know it's a bit out of the blue, but...
This Saturday?
Yeah.
I might be.
Great. So can you look after Joe?
What?
Well, I thought this week I could have him on Friday and next week we'll go back to Saturdays, you know.
You came round here at 10 o'clock at night to change the day that you see Joe this week.
Yes. What do you think I was talking about?
What do you think I thought you were talking about?
Well, how do I know what you thought I thought you were thinking?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a mind reader.
Listen, are you free on Saturday night, yes or no?
Look, it has to be a really good reason if you're going to change the night.
Yeah, well, there is. It's Rachel's birthday and I thought I'd take her out for dinner.
Oh, good idea. dinner. Oh, I know, you could take her to the little chef across the road from the hospital like you did when it was my birthday that time.
I've booked Renato's.
Oh, lovely. What?
Renato's. You remember? Renato's, run by, what's his name?
Renato?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Well, of course I do. We used to go there all the time. You can't take Rachel there.
Why? What? What? I'm not a mind reader.
Look, we used to go there all the time when we first met.
Oh, that is ridiculous. If we all thought like that, we'd never leave the house. Oh, sorry, mate, can't come. It's on the A27. Alice and I used to drive on that to get to Bognor. Sorry, Rach, no, we can't go swimming. Alice and I used to go swimming. We had to stick to dry land. But with the bits, obviously, that Alice and I never stood on.
Oh, that's right, ridicule me. Renato's was our special place. I would never dream of taking anyone there. It's sacrilege.
It's the Italian round the corner, not the shrine of Our Lady at Lourdes.
All right. While you're at it, why don't you take us to that beach resort we went to on our honeymoon? Maybe the hotel's finished by now.
Hey, I got a good deal on that hotel.
Of course you did. Had a wall missing.
You wanted a sea view. Anyway, that hotel saved us money.
Who wants to save money on their honeymoon? I mean, can you imagine it? Oh, darling, what a lovely honeymoon. And look, we've got nearly 60 quid left over.
That is not how it was.
Maybe you should have got remarried a few more times. You have a nice little nest egg by now.
Listen, what's the point of spending money you don't have?
You didn't even spend the money we did have. We flew economy, we got a budget car, and the only reason you married me in March was so that we could travel off-peak.
Are you saying I'm cheap? I am not cheap. You only like Renato's because it was cheap.
Yeah, well, it's just as well, because tonight it seems to have got a little bit cheaper.
I can take Rachel wherever I want.
All right. If you want to put Renato's on the same level as KFC, then go ahead, pop in, see if I care.
Good.
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 Well, leave then.
I can't.
Why?
Because you and I used to walk on that pavement together.
It's times like this that remind me why we could never stay married.
I don't need reminding.
So is Doug still standing in your drive? No, seriously, people do that. There was this old man near where I live, right? And his dog died, so he waited outside his house all day and all night for like a week, waiting for his pet to come home, which, of course, never did.
Jason, are you sure it wasn't the other way round? The man who died and the dog who waited?
Might have been, yeah. So I can't remember. They do say that dogs end up looking like their masters. In fact, recently, my dog's been looking more and more like me. Yeah, except for his chin, of course, which is a bit more sort of...
And your dog can do tricks?
Yeah, right. And it catches frisbees better than me. So there's that theory exploded then.
You have mail.
Yay! Got an email from Kate. Do you want to save this? Yes.
Ted, I wouldn't read too much into that if I was you. My accountant got one, plus my bank manager, my parents, Tesco's Online, and 6 of Joe's friends. In fact, I think one of them replied. Ted.
Must have been cold that day.
Ted, do you agree with me about Doug and the restaurant?
Well, you have a very sound argument, Alice.
Thank you.
Effectively, what you have raised is the issue of who gets custody over the special place. Seeing as joint custody is impractical, I mean, you can't partition a restaurant the way they did Cyprus, for instance. But what do I know? I've never had a special place.
You design special places, Ted.
That's true, I do.
You see, Renato's was a special place to Doug and me. It was full of our memories. Renato?
Oh, Alice, the lovely Alice. If my wife